Hey, what's up guys? Just making a new video here because I bought a new gun, one that I'm very excited about. I've been thinking about getting this gun for a while now as an everyday carry slash conceal carry, but haven't had a reason to exactly pull the trigger yet on buying the gun, so I've been waiting a bit. Initially it was COVID situation. I think there was one time I actually went to go look for it, couldn't find it. Another time I just couldn't justify the purchase, because I wasn't working at the office anymore. I was working from home, so getting an everyday carry gun didn't really, I couldn't really justify it. I felt like I was just kind of splurging or impulse buying. But recently we got a new house, and even though I'm not going to be going to the office, I felt like I justified this purchase because I have my VP9, which is my other pistol, on one side of the house, but I work on the other side of the house rather than the bedroom. So if anything ever happened while I was working at home, I felt like I'd have to run across the house to go get my firearm in order to protect ourselves or anything like that. So I felt like that was a good reasoning to finally get this gun, the one that I've been wanting forever. And this gun is unloaded, by the way. Forgot to kind of mention that as well. But yeah, Springfield Hellcat, I had my eye on it for a while now. I wanted an everyday carry. I've been convinced to kind of get my everyday, my concealed carry license. And this one has just always been pulling my attention. The high capacity magazines is something I've been pulled to with both my purchases. The VP9 coming standard with 17 rounds in the magazine. This one having a 12+1, you could get up to 13 in here. To me that was just very impressive for a concealed carry type weapon, a very compact weapon. And yeah, it's super thin. I feel like I didn't really sacrifice anything as far as comfortability when it actually sits inside of your holster. I've got a holster coming in and I've got a safe coming in, so I'm going to do reviews on both of those when they come in. Pretty much my entire setup involving this gun, but I didn't feel like I was sacrificing any comfortability or anything like that. I feel like compared to the other weapons that this is like, I guess, a competitor with, they're around the same size. This one just has higher capacity magazine, and I really like the sights on this as well, the standard sights that it comes with. I'm used to having the iron sights have like a dot on each side and then a front sight, and you have to find them that way, but I like the loop and then you find your front sight that way. It seems like it's very easy to find very quickly, and that's something I really liked. So holding this gun a few times, it just never really left my mind, and I kind of had a feeling I was going to get this whenever I just did decide to get my concealed carry gun. And yeah, so I've been looking to get my concealed carry license, and then I'll be able to carry this with me as well. But for now, I have 2 safes on 2 separate sides of the house for home defense, and I think that's really awesome. I'm really happy about this gun. I haven't shot it yet, just got it yesterday, so looking to do that, and then I can give a full review, because right now all I really can review is how it feels and how it looks. But as far as that goes, all I can say is like I'm super impressed and super amazed. I think for an everyday carry gun or a compact gun, it is on the higher end of pricing. I think I got it for like $550 or $549, but I think it's worth it. It's something I'm comfortable with. I didn't want to buy something or put so much money into something I didn't enjoy and didn't like. Especially if I'm going to be carrying it with me, I want to be comfortable with it, with looks, with feel, and also with performance. So I didn't mind spending the money on it. And of course, you don't want to ever have to use it, but I feel like spending the money on it to be prepared in case you do. I think it was just worth the purchase. So yeah, I've got 2 guns that I really enjoy. I'm very satisfied with my purchase. Man, like once I started looking at guns, or online, once I started looking at videos and stuff, I just keep going and going and going. And I feel like because I got so comfortable with like looking at all the specs and the different videos on the guns, I feel like my purchases were very good in terms of like, I guess, what I was comfortable with. With the VP9, I was looking for magazine capacity, also range fun, and a good grip. And I was able to put some attachments on here that I really enjoy as well. So overall, I really enjoyed this gun too. I've gotten better than I originally thought. Before I had a weapon, I would just go to the range and rent stuff or use something my brother had. And I would do okay, but I never really was hitting where I wanted to. And it wasn't until I got this gun and started practicing with it where I noticed the improvements. And then I got the red dot, and I noticed, of course, more improvements because the red dot like helps you so much. And then of course, like I just like the aesthetics of this gun as well. But I did want something for everyday carry. I don't plan on making any changes to this because I want to keep it compact. For me, that was the main point of it, in case I do decide to conceal it. I know they make I think it's called an OSP version, but basically it has the cutout here if you want to mount a red dot or a small one, but I didn't want it to conflict with any holster I got, or maybe get caught on my shirt if you need to draw it. So I felt like in this case, simplicity was just a winner. And yeah, so what it came with was 112 round magazine. So if you have +1 in the chamber, you can carry 13. And then you also have a 10 round magazine, so +1, you can get 11 capacity. I'm just super impressed with this gun so far. I haven't even used it yet, but like I just really like the feel. And for me, that's what is a big seller. And I would have hated to buy something and just like not even like to hold it or feel comfortable with it. And if a case comes where you need to use it, you don't even like feel comfortable with it. To me, that's just a bad like setup for yourself. It's almost a setup for failure in my opinion. But I'm really comfortable with this gun. I like the feel of it. Even though I haven't shot it, I feel so comfortable with it for some reason. I think it has a lot to do with the grip. It's very similar to my VP9. So yeah, I think it just kind of fit right in. The other one I was really considering was the VP9 SK. So it has a very similar grip, if anything, the same grip as the VP9. So I figured, well, if I want to kind of minimize the amount I'm going to spend, might as well go with the VP9 SK. And any training I do with my regular VP9 would kind of carry over to my VP9 SK. The only problem with the VP9 SK is that it didn't get any smaller in terms of like the handle. So if you look at that compared to this, there's a sizable difference there. So having a holster and appendix or anything, I think it would just show. And that's one thing I didn't want is I don't want to be walking around and people getting scared or anything like that, because some people aren't used to it. Some people won't understand even if you explain it to them. It's really something that is your decision. So I don't want people to freak out or anything just because you're carrying or anything like that. I didn't want it to be noticeable, and but in case anything happens, I wanted to be prepared. So this is why I picked this gun, is because it's very slim, very comfortable, and it's very easy to conceal. It's nice. Yeah, that's one thing that was very important to me. I didn't want to get anything too bulky. I would have been more comfortable probably initially with the SK because my VP9 is almost the exact same. And but yeah, that was the main thing about the SK, and it's kind of unfortunate. I kind of wish it was a little bit more compact, so that way it could kind of fit if maybe the grip was as thin as the Hellcat, it would have been good. But I mean, it would pretty much be the Hellcat at that point. So yeah, that's what I ended up getting. I think it had a big influence on why I got the Hellcat. Also, I just like saying Hellcat. So yeah, I know that's not a good decision, good reason to buy a gun, but honestly, it's just the small things that bring this all together. So yeah, I'll do a video later on shooting this gun as well. Hopefully, if I can actually set up a camera or my own phone allowing me to shoot, or recording me shoot, that'd be cool. But I could really only do that whenever I go to the range. Ammo is kind of scarce, so I have to go to an outdoor range because I have a lot of outdoor ammo, the steel casings, not the brass. So maybe I can do that, but also kind of seeing how that plays out with all the ammo shortages and stuff like that, because I know it's hard to find them. Literally, it's kind of crazy. So when I bought this gun, they let me purchase 1 box of ammo with it. So I guess that's because they're so short on ammo, in order to buy 1 box of ammo, you have to buy a firearm. Luckily, I was buying a firearm anyways, and I have some ammo in like my inventory, so I wasn't worried or anything. But it was just kind of interesting that you get to buy 1 box if you buy a firearm. So it's like, it kind of seems like it should go the other way. Like, I guess like it's just weird that to get ammo for your gun, you have to buy a gun. To me, that's just kind of crazy. But and then they make you choose between range ammo or hollow point, and you don't get any discounts on them. They're still really expensive. So I'm lucky I got a bunch of ammo before this whole crazy thing happened, but I still want to play it out very slowly. Didn't want to waste any ammo or anything. But yeah, so that's this video. Pretty much just explaining that I got this Hellcat. Super excited about it. Hopefully I didn't rant on for too long, but if you guys have any opinions on this Hellcat, something maybe I'm missing about this Hellcat. I did some research, but I just kind of liked it, so I purchased it. But if you guys know something about this Hellcat that I missed or don't know about, it'd be awesome to hear in the comment section. I already love this gun, so yeah. Oh, one other thing about this gun is that it does have a trigger safety, so when it's in your holster, it's just kind of nice that when you're pulling it out, I mean, it should be a habit to kind of have your finger up here, not on the trigger when you're pulling it out, especially I think most holsters will cover it, but it does have a trigger safety, so you have to put your finger all the way in there and intentionally pull it, but it's a bit of a better safety too. So a little bit of a safety feature, which is good with conceal carry, because if you have a safety on it, it's an extra step to take off. So that could be seen as a bad thing. But having a trigger safety, it's kind of a one-step process, because in order to pull the trigger, you just pull it all the way back anyways. So it's like a one step, but it is, if you accidentally hit this, it won't go. So it's kind of nice. For not having safety, that's a nice safety feature, but super excited about this gun. But yeah, I've rented off for long enough, guys. I'm super tired, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.